Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. For today's upload, let's begin with the transfer list as usual. You guys can see here I've been trading with Informs. I also tweeted about it. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, then please do so if you can, because I do give out a few informations here and there regarding trading from Twitter. So basically, you guys saw I made an upload that I was buying a ton of Informs to trade with, and I basically went unassigned, bought more than 100 Informs. And what is happening is that currently SPC fodders have been going lower, the high rated ones. And the reason being squad battle rewards, we all know they're kind of OP, the rewards from squad battles. And now that the high rated fodders are going lower, people are using much more. The lower rated Informs are basically the ones that are going higher at the moment. So I did get a few lazy sales here and there. De Vries was almost extinct at the time I sold him. Harry Maguire 39.5. Now this De Vries, I bought him at 29 or 30k. So that's some good profit here. This Harry Maguire was bought at 16k, which is massive profit. Ramses, you guys saw I had about 7 or 8, which I did put in my upload. I think it was on Saturday or Friday. I had bought 7 or 8 Ramses at around 19 to 20k. So I did go ahead and take the coins, and I left a few just to show you guys, but I had to clear the rest because of me just basically not having enough transfer list space. And here's a Sydney that sold lazy sale there at 34,750. The Sydneys were all bought at 11 up to 12 and a half. So that's some really good profit there, almost 300%. The rest of them are all listed for lazy buyers, and they've been selling. Now I did have around 10 to 12 lazy sales at night. All of them, the Sydneys and Stengs and all of that. The Volant Aitor has been selling really well. Lazy sales like happening every now and then. But I had to clear them just to get some more space. So I'm just going to clear the transfer list here, and then we'll go into some more details. I did have around 9.3 mil, I think, or 9.2. And I think I may have made one of the biggest mistakes I could have done. So basically what happened is that I was looking at some moments prices, right? And I saw George Best being listed at 4.3 and the fresh one at 4.35. So I went ahead and bought both of them. And the cheapest one after these two, it was listed at around 6.5 mil. So I went ahead and listed the non-fresh one at 5.114 and the fresh one at 5,444. As soon as I listed, a few minutes later, a guy just came in and undercut me by 140k, listing his at 5 mil flat, which is okay. I can pretty much manage that. Now you guys can see the fresh one is listed at 7.4 mil with 6.8 mil bid. This one listed at 5 mil, which even then, whenever mine expires, I can list it for 4.9 and still make profit because I bought it at 4.3. Now look at the art of how people can be dumb in this game. This is basically an amateur trader. Look at that undercut. Now I have no idea as to what this guy was thinking. Basically, he just listed his card for 850k undercut. Now this is gonna get sold. Those type of cards like George Best, they cannot insta sell easily because it's a lot of coins, right? A lot of people are looking at that card, but they don't have enough coins to just go ahead and snipe him. And this is a very good opportunity to buy him, because I do think this card, if you look at the graph of this card, it's basically very volatile. It goes between 4.3 all the way up to 6.5. Every now and then I've seen this card getting sold at ridiculous prices because it's a rare card. But no idea as to what was going through that guy's mind that he went ahead and put a 800. Okay, so here you go. You can see just sold there at 4.15, which is one of the stupidest thing you could have done. 850k undercut. Now this guy is basically gonna buy him and list him at maybe 4.9 mil and look to make that 500k profit. So I just don't know how do we have these type of people in the game. Like it literally takes like 3 minutes to go ahead and look at the price of your player before listing him. He could have sold them at 4.9 right now. So basically, this might be one of the mistakes which I've made into buying both of the George Bests. I've invested around 8.6 mil on him by now, and I do feel like this card has the potential of rising. Now, if both of them sell at the prices that I've listed them, I'm making 1.6 mil profit after tax, which is quite good, but that is if I can sell them, because every now and then, as soon as you list a card, somebody comes up and undercuts you. And your biggest enemy at the moment is always like when you snipe a card, it's always Footbin. Now, Footbin hasn't updated his price for the past 31 minutes as we speak, and they're still showing that 4.3 which I bought. And basically, if the person that's gonna go ahead and buy this card, if he is that type of a person that looks at Footbin before buying a card, then he will never pay. Until they do not update their price, it's gonna be very difficult. Now, guys, this is an example of when you guys buy a card, always look at Footbin before buying a card. Look at what his price was. Sometimes you just hop in the market and you see a card being listed like a massive undercut compared to the other, but it may not be the best deal for you guys to buy. Like if you go on the market at the moment, mine is listed at so here we go. This is the card that was bought right now at 4.15, and this guy, if he sells it at 4.712, which may very well happen, 4712, 4150, he's gonna make 326k on this deal. Now basically the market is kind of ruined for this card at the moment for me, because I bought it at 4.3, but I'm gonna be patient with that and try and make some coins out of this deal. Otherwise, the informed, if you guys bought the informs, then the informs are doing really well at the moment. They've been lazy selling and they've been going quite high. You guys know I've been sharing those trades with you guys. This Weghorst at the moment is around 15.5 to 16k. You can get the sales quite easily. Molet has been rising recently. Santi Cazorla, you can see I've sold around 3 of them. I'm left with 2, one in my club and one here in the transfer target. So we bought them for 21k. He's currently like, he sells instantly if you list them at 39. So that is his price at the moment. Benedetto is around 17.5 as we speak. So he's been rising at the moment. Ben Sebaini is around 17k at the moment. Last time I checked, I do think he's quite higher at the moment. He may be somewhere around 19 to 20k. So informs have been doing really well for me. Sydney bought at 12k. You guys saw the lazy sales, but he's around 17k at the moment. Barkley is one that I haven't seen. Okay, he looks around 13k. So I've been trying to trade with some very high tier icons. I am gonna start listing those informs that are into profit, like this Orellana right here. Most of them were bought at around 13k. He's currently 17k. Same goes with Aitor. Aitor is around 17.5 at the moment as we speak. So I've got a lot of profit in those. So I'm gonna start listing a few of them at fair value, and the other ones just lazy listing. And I'm gonna try and make some coins so that I can trade as well. Now, guys, I am looking at the market at the moment. Cards are insanely high. Like for example, Moments Drogba. I do know this is a difficult card to trade with, but just to give you guys an example of how, because usually after weekend league, the expensive cards, the ones that are north of a mil in terms of price, more than 1 million coins, they usually drop, right? And at the moment, no card is dropping. Didier Drogba, every Monday, he's been dropping to around 2.7. At the moment, he's around 2.9, 2.875 is the cheapest, I do think, on the market. Yeah, so all the cards are pretty high at the moment. Even if we look at, for example, special cards, like a guy like Atal, usually you can buy Atal less than 500k after weekend league. Sometimes around 490, sometimes around 510. That range, I've seen him dropping all the way down to 470 after weekend league. You can see at the moment he's extremely expensive, and I do think I've figured out why. I do think due to the coronavirus, people are basically home and they play the game. Now, what happens is that usually a lot of people, after playing weekend league, they don't get time to play during the week. So they sell their players and they buy them back before weekend league. Now, I do think at the moment people are not selling their team because they're playing with their team during the week. They're playing rivals. If we look at the rivals, the points which you do get at the moment, you can see rank 1 must be pretty high. So rank 1 is already 18.4 k points, which is very very high because we still have 2 more days to go. We can see same thing goes with squad battles. If we look at the squad battles, people are playing squad battles as well. Now, once again, a lot of people are broke at the moment and a lot of people are currently having a lot of free time. So it's a combo, right? And this makes players not drop a lot, which makes me believe that this week during rewards we may not see, now we may see a rise, definitely we'll see a rise, but we may not see that much of a big rise because a lot of people are holding on to their players. And the rest of the people, a lot of them are going broke at the moment doing the mid-icon pack. So I do think this scenario makes it less appealing in terms of investing for rewards day. But once again, I'm going to try and find the good deals for you guys tomorrow. At the moment, cards are very high and I'm not feeling very comfortable recommending any sorts of card because I don't want you guys to lose coins, right? There's no point into buying a card now, which I do know is very expensive compared to this compared to his average price. I'd never tell you guys to buy this Atal, for example, at 540. Like, what is the upside on this card now? So same goes, I can show you another example. A guy like Vinicius usually drops below 450 after weekend league. At the moment, you can see he is very very high. Compared to his usual price after weekend league, he's currently around 490, 485, which just makes me believe that, you know, the risk is higher. Now, what I'm gonna look for in order to start buying for flips for this rewards day, I'm gonna wait and see if EA releases maybe whether it's a loading screen regarding Foot Birthday. If not a loading screen, then maybe some sort of an SBC. If there's a good SBC which is dropped, people may decide, like, let's say for example they drop a good SBC which is from the Prem. Now, people that are using La Liga players will try and make a hybrid, or they will try and build the team around this card. So I'm gonna wait for that SBC. Until that SBC does not drop, I would not recommend buying cards because they're very very expensive at the moment. I just don't see an upside. Now, I would be shocked if a guy like Atal hits 600k this weekend. And even if he does hit 600k, that would give you 30k profit on a 550k investment at the moment, which is not something I would do. Like, the risk reward is not good. The risk is higher than the reward. So I'm gonna wait for that SBC and I'll update you guys then. At the moment, the market is pretty chill. You guys should maybe take advantage of selling a few cards which you guys maybe haven't sold yet. And by that I mean, if you guys have SBC fodders, I would recommend selling them. The only guy I still have as an SBC fodder is Neuer, and I'm gonna sell him soon after the video. But otherwise, you guys can see here, in terms of gold fodders, I've sold everything. Every high rated player. Anthony Lopez here, I think he must be untradeable if I haven't sold him. Yeah, so he's untradeable. Everything. I'm left with a few 84s which haven't risen. In terms of informs are doing really really well. I've made a lot of coins. Now, I'm lazy listing them at the moment. Like, I'm not listing all of the cards because I'm kind of lazy doing it. But you can see here 19.5 for a Serbi. Look at his price at the moment. He sells instantly for like 35k. So I'm still holding on to them. As I've said previously, with the informs, it's good, right? Because as soon as they start rising, it's just your patience. The more you hold on to them, the more coins you will make. Look at Glick, 15k. He's currently around 25k. If I hold on to him maybe a week and some more SBCs drop, I do think we can easily see this Glick being 30k, if not even more. That's just how it is with informs. The more you hold on to them, the more profits you will make. You can see here with Leva, 28K. He's currently, I think, around 40K. Which makes it really, really good. Even the lower rated informs have been going higher. If you guys haven't checked in your club, then do have a look at 84s, 83s. They are all high. Look at Muniain right there, 12.25. He's currently around 22K. So have a look at that in your club. I do think almost every single inform is higher at the moment, but take advantage doing that. I would not recommend buying anything at the moment. I will keep you guys updated regarding that. Let's hope tomorrow we do get that SBC that drops the market a little bit. That would be really good in order to make some coins for rewards day. If not, do not stress out. Maybe this week is kind of different. Maybe just before Foot Birthday there will be some sort of a panic on Thursday just because of the content drop on Friday with the Foot Birthday promo. And this may be the opportunity, the buying window to make some coins. But I'm going to keep you guys updated regarding that. For now, that's pretty much it. And if you guys appreciated the content, then please do leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.